Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Football with Zats. Today, I'm here with my usual man, Mr. Ebenezer Forsen.
Thank you very much.
We are coming to preview the game between Ghana and Croatia. So, how are you doing, sir?
As I have always been, I'm very good today. And then, like I always say, we are looking forward to see what happens between Croatia and Ghana in the qualifying stage of the competition.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's get into business. Let's start with Croatia. How far have you seen them, like in the tournament? What do you make of their performance so far in the tournament?
I think historically, Croatia has not been a very bad country in football. If you cast your mind back to France 98, where we had players like Boban, the Wutsuka, that was their first time of coming into the World Cup, but they were very impressive. I think they ended the tournament being the second. I think they placed second to France. They played, or third, I can't actually remember. But what I can say is that this team has been very consistent throughout the years since they came into the World Cup, and they continue to prove themselves that they are one of Europe's favorites. But then coming into the recent World Cup in America, I would say that Croatia began their campaign with an entertaining 4-2 defeat to England, while the scoreline highlighted England's attacking quality. Croatia still showed that they remain one of Europe's best, like I said. They created several chances where I believe that they could have equalized, but they couldn't equalize, in the first half of the competition against England until the second half, when they came in strong and they were able to put two back. But they still showed resilience, moving forward. So they were able to beat Panama in their next game, which gives them very great chances of qualifying to the next stage. And that will depend extensively on how Ghana and England play, that will determine their qualification pace, whether they will move to the next stage of the competition or not. For Panama, we believe that they are already out of the competition, even if they win. So I believe that Croatia is a team to watch. So we look forward to see what they bring on board between themselves and Ghana.
Nice. Okay, now let's shift attention to Ghana now. What do you also think of Ghana's performance so far? They won against Panama, and then a very important point against England, who defeated Croatia.
In fact, Ghana's performance in this World Cup has been shocking to the entire world, especially to us Ghanaians, because we kind of had, we didn't have so much hopes in this team, especially looking at their performances prior to the African Cup of Nations, where Ghana did not qualify, but we were able to manage ourselves to qualify to the World Cup. And before the World Cup, we played friendlies, we played Austria, we played we played Germany, and then we played Mexico. The results were not that convincing, but Ghana has proven beyond reasonable doubt under coach Carlos Queiroz. Ghana has performed impressively well beyond expectation to me, in this tournament. So Ghana opened their tournaments with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Panama. And then Carlos Queiroz' side defended resolutely and capitalized on one of their key attacking moments. And we all realize what happens against England. Ghana produced arguably one of the best tactical displays in recent World Cup history. The Black Stars frustrated England. And let me reiterate on the word frustrated, because England couldn't really understand how Ghana was playing, And Ghana remained compact without the ball and deserved 0-0 draw through excellent defensive organization and disciplined midfield display. So ultimately, Ghana has performed, exceptionally well so far in the competition.
Let's look at Ghana and England's game. We saw an England side that are very attacking, but then Ghana were able to tame them. Hurricane, it was no shot on target in the first half, and then according to reports, he had the fewest touches of balls in this tournament compared to his previous tournaments. So what was the game changer for Ghana?
I told you in our last interview about how prepared Ghana would be and how, strategically they are going to play against England. When you listen to the media in the British space before the start of the game, many British citizens predicted 5-0 against Ghana, 7-0 against Ghana. They thought Ghana was an easy country to ride on. You understand?
Yeah.
But the narrative have changed. Why? Because you can see in this competition that Ghana is tactically prepared and Ghana is also very disciplined on the pitch.
Yeah.
They don't give chances to whichever team they come across. And the discipline under the coach or under the new coach is what is keeping us, very relevant in this competition.
Yeah.
And don't forget that somebody like Thomas Partey and Antoine Semenyo and few others are all in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And this is not the first time they are playing with England the players in the English national team. They are the same players who play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So what is unique about this game? I say kudos to the guys for this impressive performance, for making England know that they cannot override any country in this competition because football has grown more than, over what we used to think. Trying to give credit to one country as the best in football and all that.
Yeah.
Just imagine what happens between Ecuador and Germany. Just last night.
Yes.
It was a game to watch. So this should tell you how football is growing in every nation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't surprised about the draw against England because I knew definitely that it would be very, very difficult for England to win over Ghana.
Let's look at one controversial decision that was overruled or that was skipped by the referee in the final moment of the game. Like Ghana had an attacking space and then Prince was brought down in the penalty box. Do you think it was a penalty or it was just too soft for the referee to call it a penalty?
We all watched the game and we all know the rules which pertains to penalty. To me, it was a clear penalty that the referee should have awarded Ghana. But let us not forget that before the tournament starts, FIFA in its own capacity has some preference for certain countries. They tip certain countries to possibly win the competition at the end of the day. And I think that England is one of the favorable countries that FIFA is looking up to. So I'm not surprised that, I wasn't surprised how the VAR couldn't work, in that situation for Ghana. And I wasn't surprised how the referee also ignored the penalty which was awarded to Ghana because England is the favorites, So it was a clear penalty. And apart from the penalty, I would say that the referee was not fair to Ghana throughout the game.
Can you give one or two instances?
For instances, I wouldn't be able to remember so much. But I can remember that when a Ghanaian player is brought down, there is it is no infringement in the sight of the referee. But when an England player comes down, it is a serious infringement against Ghana, which I believe that FIFA has to really sit and look into that, because there shouldn't be favoritism in this game. Every country has a chance of winning. Okay? If you look at Panama, very, very impressive. If you look at Bosnia, Bosnia has qualified to the next stage of the competition.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Look at Ecuador. I mean, countries we least expected, they are all performing beyond reasonable doubt. So referees must be careful in this tournament and make sure that fair play is displayed in all the games.
Okay, so going into this game, Ghana versus Croatia, which country do you think is more convincing to win this game? You know, on paper, it looks like Croatia favorite, but then let's not also forget, if you are looking like technically or analytically, we could say that Croatia lost to England, but Ghana were able to hold them to a draw. So it looks like Ghana are a better side. But then on paper, all things being equal, it looks like Croatia are favorites. What do you think? Which side it looks more convincing? And which players are we supposed to look out for in this game?
Arguably, like you said, on paper, Croatia has more advantage going into this game than Ghana, because they have performed so much well in many of the tournaments, like I said earlier. Possibly than Ghana, because they have been to final before.
Yeah, 2018.
2018, they were in the finals. But in 2026 World Cup, we are not going to base our analysis on what is written, just as what happened to England. I believe that Ghana will be more convincing coming against Croatia. Because look at this. On top of the group, in the group stage, don't forget that England has 4 points, Ghana has 4 points, Croatia has managed to get 3 points, and Panama has 0. This is going to be a very crucial game.
Yes.
For England, for England, Ghana, and Croatia. Because a win for Croatia would mean that they would come top of the table with 2 wins and 1 lose. And that would depend on the results between Ghana and England.
No, Panama and England.
No, Ghana and England. That will coming on top of the table will be determined based on the performance of Ghana and England.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
If England draws, they have 5 points. If Ghana draws, they have 5 points. So Panama is out of the competition. You understand what I mean? Yeah, so the point here is that this is a very crucial game for both England and Ghana. Because Panama has the capacity to beat England. And Ghana has the capacity to beat Croatia.
Yeah.
Likewise, Croatia also, knowing that beating Ghana will bring them on top of the table, it will not be an easy game for between the two countries.
But then wait, if Croatia beats Ghana, they will have 6 points. Going on top of the table will be determined by the results of England also. Because if England win against Panama, then it means England will be on top of the table with 7 points.
So that is what I said earlier.
Yeah.
That Croatia being on top of the table will be determined by the results either Ghana or England gets. Yes. Because if Ghana also beats Croatia, they will have 7 points.
Yes, exactly.
Just as England.
That's true. Yeah.
You understand? So going into this game, this is going to be a very, very controversial game for both Ghana and Croatia. I believe that Croatia will come all out to try to beat Ghana in this competition. But I believe in Carlos' tactics. Carlos has been in this game for many years.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Carlos was once an assistant coach under what is the name? What is the name? Alex Ferguson in Manchester United. So this guy has grown and he has rich experience when it comes to coaching. He knows every country so well that, trust me, Ghana is going to match Croatia boot for boot tomorrow. Let's wait and see what happens.
So, which players are we supposed to look up to going into this game?
Okay, so for Croatia, we cannot talk about Croatia without mentioning Luka Modric.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he is the oldest player and the captain among the rest of the players.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, his vision, his composure, and his ability to detect the rhythm of matches remain exceptional. So that cannot be taken away from him, you know. In Croatia, Ghana also has to look out for Matthew Kovacic or Kovacic, because he provides energy, progressive passing, and he's very, and defensive stability is something that we don't have to joke with. Okay, and Juska Guardiola, I don't know if I'm right, is very also outstanding at the back, and his pace and anticipation is something that we also have to watch. Ivan Perisic and Andrei Kramaric also remains Croatia's primary attacking threats.
Perfect.
And they are capable of also deciding matches with moments of quality. So these players have really, I mean, performed so much well, even remain composed after England beat them 4-2. So I believe these are players Ghana really has to watch.
And how about for the Ghanaian side?
For Ghanaian side, Thomas Partey.
Yeah, he really played well. He managed to handle Hurricane very well in that game.
That is what I told you, that Thomas knows all of them. This is not the first time Thomas is playing with him.
Yes, because he was playing with him when he was in Arsenal and then Kane was in Tottenham.
Of course. So for Ghana, Thomas Partey has been the heartbeat of the midfield, you know, breaking up attacks whilst controlling transition from defense to attack. So I believe he's going to be very impressive in Ghana against Croatia. And we still talk. I still believe in Anton Semenyo.
Yes.
Yeah, because he has been Ghana's most dangerous attacking outlet, with his physicality, you know, his ability and pressing and direct running. So I believe that Semenyo would also be very, very impressive in this game. I don't know why he's not able to shine so much when it comes to the national games. But I believe that with Croatia being a decider of who qualifies to the next stage, he is likely to do something. You know. Yeah, so I'm looking up to, and I think Benjamin Asare we cannot talk without mentioning Benjamin Asare.
Exactly.
In fact, this guy has been so impressive, you know, in this World Cup. I don't know if he is going to also keep for Ghana against Croatia, but I believe if he comes, it's okay. Because that is not to say that Atizigi is not good.
Yes.
Atizigi has also been very impressive against Ghana and Panama. This guy, made fantastic saves against Panama, which helped Ghana to carry the day. So irrespective of whether it is Atizigi or Benjamin Asare, any of them is capable. Now Ghana believe in all of them. Any of them is capable of.
I think they are like for like.
Yes, of managing the affairs of the goalkeeping department. Let me also talk about Jordan Ayew.
Well,
yeah. Although after the first game against Panama, we lost so much hope in him. But I believe that he was also impressive against England.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kamaldeen,
Yes.
and all these guys they are guys to watch.
Yeah.
Let me also send a shout out to Ajete.
Excellent. Very solid at the back.
Very, very solid at the back. When we get opportunities like this, I don't know whether they will watch, but one day when they come across this video, they will realize that we mentioned their names and we also watch them and we appreciate the good job. I mean, the good work they are doing on the field.
Sure.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
these are fantastic players that we have to look out for.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, how important is this game for both countries? Who needs to prove a point in this game?
In fact, this game is going to be a decider for these three countries: England, Ghana, and Croatia. I believe that all the three can qualify to the next stage of the competition.
Yes.
But it's still going to be a decider of who comes top of the table, who comes next, and who comes to the bottom. I mean, taking Panama out.
Yeah.
Because Croatia knows that victory guarantees qualification to the knockout stage.
Yes.
And could even see them finish top of Group L,
Yeah. Depending.
like I said, depending on England
Yeah.
against Panama. And Ghana also understands that a victory would certainly secure qualification and potentially place them first if England fails to beat Panama. So even a draw could be enough depending on other results, while defeat would leave Ghana relying on finishing among the best third places, in these teams. So psychologically, I believe that Croatia probably needs the victory more after losing to England, and another failure to win would raise questions about converting possessions into results. And Ghana, meanwhile, have already demonstrated they can compete against, elite oppositions in this competition, and then they know that even defeat could leave them with the pathway to the round of 32.
But I don't think they are ready to defeat.
No, Ghana is not ready. So, we are looking at each side, of the coin.
Yeah.
That is, when the Croatia beats them, then they will be eyeing to be one of the third places. To qualify to the next stage of the competition, the round of 32. So this is arguably the biggest match of the group stage for both nations. It effectively serves as a knockout match before the knockout round begins.
Yes.
So that's what I can say.
Perfect. So let's look at what are your predictions for this game? Who do you think will win or do you think it will end up in a stalemate, like draw, goalless draw, or what do you think?
Ghana and then Croatia game promises to be closely contested encounter. Like I said, it's not going to be an easy game because both of them has the potential of qualifying to the next stage of the competition.
Yeah.
And then Croatia has so much hopes their hopes are so high that they believe that beating Ghana will place them on top of the competition, on top of the table, and would make their qualification to the next stage very easy. And Ghana is already, placed strategically to qualify to the next stage of the competition, and beating Croatia would ease their, the ability to qualify to the next stage of the competition. So based on this, I believe that it's not going to be an easy game. But notwithstanding, I think that Ghana would be able to beat Croatia 1-0. because looking at the tactics or the tactical display of our coach, I don't think that they are in to score so much goals. Ghana is more defensive, and one goal I think is enough for the team. I told you that it doesn't matter the percentages of how much the team plays. You can play 98%, Ghana can play 2%. If they beat you, they are qualified to the next stage of the competition. So we shouldn't dwell so much on those statistics. You understand? In the worst case scenario, Ghana will play 1-1 or possibly 0-0 with Croatia, which is also a very good result for Ghana.
Yeah. I know defensive-wise, Ghana are very good side. They've not conceded a goal so far in the competition, along with 3 other teams.
Yeah.
So we will. But who are your likely man of the match?
My man of the match, since this is going to be a very well contested game between Ghana and England, Ghana and Croatia, I believe that the man of the match could come from both sides. It can come from Croatia, and if it comes to Croatia, I tip Luka Modric to carry it. And then if it's Ghana, I believe that Thomas Partey has the potential of carrying the day.
Perfect.
As the man of the match.
That's awesome. We will look forward to that. So what are your closing remarks ahead of this game? Do you have anything for your fellow Ghanaians?
Oh, of course. My closing remark will be that Ghanaians should continue to keep their hopes high. Just as myself, I don't think I have doubted the ability of the team even in a single day, although we were not happy about how they were playing at the initial stages. But under the coach, under Carlos Queiroz, I believe that Ghana can make a serious mark in this competition. So let us all rally solidly behind this team. Let's continue to keep our hopes high, and Ghana will continue to be great and strong.
Thank you, sir. Hello, guys. This is the end of today's episode, and we thank you for your time. Hope to see you next week. Thank you once again. See you next week. Bye.